You know that feeling when you're standing in front of your craft supplies, your Michael stash, your Canva designs, your half finished projects, and you think, I have so many ideas, but I never finish anything. Yeah, I know that feeling intimately, and I'm here to tell you the problem isn't you. The problem is that you've been told that creativity is a hobby when it's actually part of your identity. Hi, Mama. Welcome to the Claim Your Crown series, a mom's journey to worth and purpose. Now, I'm Christine, your creative identity guide, and I'm so glad you're here. Now, this episode is for moms who feel stuck, scattered, or like they've just set aside who they really are. If you have too many ideas but not enough finished projects, if you're ready to embrace your creativity as identity, not just as a hobby, then you're exactly in the right place. Yay! So every week, we're going to be talking about real transformation, faith-centered growth, and practical ways to reclaim who you are. This is all beyond your responsibility, beyond your roles. And because you are more than just a mom, it is time for you to remember that. So grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever you're sipping today, get comfortable, and let's talk about claiming your crown. I've spent years helping teams execute projects, get things done. But somewhere along the line, I realized I love the creative process, the brainstorming, the problem solving, the actual creating, more than making products to sell on a big scale. And that has changed everything. See, I used to think that I had to have it all figured out before I could start building something meaningful. I thought I needed to be certain, to have my purpose crystal clear, to know exactly what product I was making and how to sell it. But here's what I've learned, and I'm still learning. Clarity comes from action, not the other way around. Now, this podcast series, Claim Your Crown, is about your journey, my journey, from being overwhelmed to feeling alive, from scattered to settled, from just mom to the full creative, purpose driven woman you actually are, that I actually am. Over the next episodes, we're going to talk about creativity as an identity, as our identity. We're going to explore faith centered growth. We're going to build sustainable rhythms that honor our family, honor your family while honoring who God made you to be. And we're going to be doing it together as a community of moms who refuse to abandon ourselves just because we became mothers. Here's what claiming your crown means. It means recognizing that creativity isn't selfish. It's essential. It's part of you. It means understanding that you're not just mom. You are a creative being who happens to be raising kids. It means acting even when your knees are shaking with fear because you know who you are and what you're called to build. Now, here's what this series is not. It's not about hustle. It's not about high pressure tactics or sacrificing your family relationships. It's not about productivity for productivity's sake. It's about coming home to yourself, about transformation that ripples through your entire family, about building something sustainable that honors both your creativity and your role as a mom. Now, through this series, we're going to cover how to shift from creative consumer to creative being, why the process matters more than the products, building systems that support flow, not suffocate it, creating community where you never have to leave, developing faith centered business practices, and so much more. But here's what I need you to know right now, today, in this moment. You don't have to wait until you have everything figured out like I did. You don't need permission from everyone else. You don't have to keep spinning your wheels between inspiration and completion. Mama, you're ready now. Not because you're perfect, but because you're willing. Not because you know everything, but because you're willing to take the next small step. Now, I'm building something alongside you, a movement where moms remember who they are, a community where creativity is treasured, not treated as something you'll get back to someday. a space where your transformation matters because it affects your entire family. So here's what I want you to do this week. I want you to protect time for yourself. It could be just 10 minutes or it could be an hour. Maybe it's early in the morning before everyone wakes up. Maybe it's during nap time. Maybe it's even in the evening after the kids are in bed. But during that time that you've selected, I want you to do one creative activity. Now, it doesn't have to be a big productive thing. It doesn't have to be productive. It doesn't even have to result in a finished product. It doesn't have to be something that you've completed. It just has to be something that makes you feel alive, that brings back the joy of creating, of being creative. It could be your journal, or maybe you sketch. Maybe you organize your craft space. Maybe you just sit with a cup of tea and let yourself imagine what your life could look like if you actually embraced your creativity as part of your identity. Now, here's the key. I want you to notice how you feel during that time. Notice what comes up. Notice what you're drawn to. Notice what makes you lose track of time. Because that's where your crown is waiting. That's where your creativity lies. Now, every mom deserves to see her ideas come to life. Every mom deserves to feel whole, not boxed in. Every mom deserves to embrace all of who she is, including the creative part she's been ignoring and setting aside. We all deserve that. That's what this is about. That's what claiming your crown means. And I'm so grateful that you're here for this journey with me. Now, before we close this episode, I want to invite you into something special. I'm building a community, a space where moms like you and I can find clarity, support, and real transformation. It's a place where you're not alone in this journey. We're all figuring this out together. If you're ready to embrace your creativity as an identity, as part of you, not just as a hobby, then I would love for you to join us. Head over to Creativity and Clarity for Moms on School and become part of this movement. Because when one mom transforms, her entire family feels it. And that ripple effect, that's how we change the world. So I'll see you there, and I'll see you next week for our next episode. Bye for now. Hey, Mama. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for choosing to show up for yourself, for your creativity, for your purpose. Now, remember, every day you choose intention, you're choosing to become the woman you're meant to be. And every time you honor your creativity, you're teaching your family what it means to be fully alive. You're not alone in this journey. You're part of a community of moms who are claiming their grounds, embracing their full identity, and transforming their families through creativity. So if you love this episode, please share it with another mom who needs to hear this. And leave a review because it helps other moms find us. Okay, so until next week, keep showing up, keep creating, keep claiming your crown. I'm Christine, the Creative Identity Guide, and I'll see you in the next episode.